Hi everyone, Doug West here. I'm excited to talk to you about the daily success tip. That's right, to talk to you about change, self-improvement, right? That's what I talk about, is how you can better yourself personally, better your relationships, better your finances, better life overall, to build and construct and develop the life you love, to take your life from here to here. When I started studying all this back in 2006, my life was a mess. It was an absolute mess. In fact, my business was falling apart. My relationships were falling apart. Every aspect of my life, spiritually, physically, I was just falling apart. It was just like, seriously, could life get any worse? And so I decided that I needed to grab a hold of my life and become an active participant in changing it, in making it what I wanted it to be. Even though when I started, I had no idea really what I wanted my life to be. I just needed to make changes. So I started with hypnosis. I studied hypnosis. I became a hypnotherapist. I became a behaviorist. I studied NLP. I studied Tony Robbins and Bob Proctor and Brandon Bouchard and all the books, the Napoleon Hills and the Dale Carnegies, all of them. I read them all. Well, pretty much all of them. And not only did I just read them, but I studied them and I pulled the pieces and the parts and the bits out that I could use to change myself. Here's a caveat though. As I started helping other people, I became a life coach. I became a mentor, became a behaviorist. And I started helping other people. And now literally I've helped hundreds and hundreds of people through the process of change. And one of the questions that I always get is there something that is easier to use? Is there something that I can use that is easier? Because sometimes the process gets a little daunting if you want to make a change. And I understand how our mind works. I understand, the processes we're going through. And the answer to the question though is yes. But I don't have time to explain it in this little 3 to 4 minute video that I put out as a success tip. So if you're going to want to watch the whole thing, you'll need to go to my website, doug-west.com. So there's Doug and a little hyphen, west.com. And I'll have it posted there and you can watch it absolutely free. And I'm going to go into detail. And I have 2 different sources that I use. One is from a gentleman that I went to a seminar years ago and picked up the cycle we get in and how our life gets into a cycle and just goes round and round and round and round, kind of like chasing our tail. And then another one is Dean Graziosi. He has one called the Success Loop, and I kind of combined the two because it really helps when you want to make change. If you're asking the right questions, if you know where you're at and you start to ask the right questions, you get better outcomes, right? You ask a better question, you get a better outcome. You ask a lousy question, you get a lousy outcome. And so this, what I'm going to explain, will show you how you can make better decisions, better choices, how you can ask better questions, get better outcomes, and how you can know where you're at in your life and how easy it is to make a shift and then move forward. And it will save you years. And I am not kidding. It will save you years. If I would have known this in 2006, I would be so much further ahead. So much further ahead. So I encourage you. So today's success tip is, yes, there is an answer. There is a way that you can go through this and come out the other side faster, because when you study self-help, if you read like Think and Grow Rich, you got to read the whole book and then you have to apply all the principles, which I encourage you to do that. I did it. I dissected the book. I encourage you to do it. It's a great, great book and you should learn from it. But if you can ask better questions, if you understand where you're at in your processes, in your cycle, then you can move through that faster and have greater success. So it's all about speed, right? When we're changing, because who wants to hang out and work on yourself every single day and struggle with it? No, we don't want to struggle with it. We want to make it easy and we want it to be something we can do quickly and move forward. So go to doug-west.com and it will be posted on my homepage where you can watch it as much as you like. And I'll leave it up there for quite some time. So go ahead and watch it. And until we see each other again, have a good day.